farm was started back in 1951 by my father, Lincoln. He passed away back in July of '99, but he had a real craving and very loved desire of trees. And then he enjoyed kids very much, and the combination of the two started with Booth Tree Farm. He started with 40 acres down by Mongo, Indiana, and then it's evolved up to here. We still have those down there, but they are very large, and we no longer use them for Christmas tree industry. It's more of a getaway type deal, go down and enjoy the woods. So that's basically the founding of the thing, and then up through the years, then I've come along with it and enjoying in on it. Plus, we also do other farming. Then my son Denver has also taken over and does a tremendous amount of work of the trees itself, working full time for us on that. To get prepared for Christmas, as far as the trees are concerned, they start out from about when they're a little seedling, about 6 inches tall, and we plant them in the spring just as soon as the frost goes out of the ground, and we plant those, and about 8 years later for a normal sized tree of 6 to 7 foot, about a year of growth a year, or a foot of growth a year. Involve that, but also it takes a tremendous amount of you prune each tree every year to help the shape of it and that type of thing, to make it pretty for the way that the tree industry's evolved over the years. Back when my father started it, you basically planted the tree and then went back and cut it. It didn't involve a lot of the things we get into nowadays. But with the tree industry as it is now, people, this is what they want, so this is what we do. We handle basically 4 different species of trees: white pine, Scotch pine, Fraser fir, and Colorado blue spruce. We're getting into some now a different version, con color as it's called. They seem to be a real pretty tree. I have a very limited amount of those right now. We kind of planted those about 6-7 years ago, just more or less playing around to see what they were. And I believe that they're going to be an excellent Christmas tree. But we have basically those 4 species right now of different trees. And about any size that people want, from very small tree to we sold a 15-footer the other day. So. Most popular down through the years has been the Scotch pine. It's been kind of the old standby Christmas tree that a lot of people that's what a lot in this area have. The real Cadillac, you might say, it's coming on the markets now and has been for a few years, is the Fraser fir. That is a very popular tree now, and a little higher price tree right at the moment.
I treasure, la 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 la, fast away the old year passes.
Real tree is environmentally, the way I see it. That tree, when it was growing up, helped clean the air, gave us the oxygen back, and cleaned up the air that way. It provided a home for the birds. We have a tremendous amount of bird nests and things we find in these trees. And they help hold the soil in place on hard rains and all that type of thing. They've used up ground that probably is not so much suited for other crops. It's a real environmental thing there. And then when you're done with it, you can take it back out, you can mulch it, you can do whatever and use it like that. Your artificial tree, and I know people, like a lot of artificial trees, and I won't put them down, but when you're done with that tree, it goes to a landfill and it's filling the area up. I guess is how I look at it. I think what I see is cycles of people. You'll see somebody coming, and they'll come for a number of years, and you might not see them for 2, 3, 4 years or something like that, and then all of a sudden you'll see the face. I know a lot of faces, but I don't know a lot of names. But I see that. I think it's more cycled with artificial trees and that type of thing. What we try to provide here on this place, though, is more of a family type deal. On the weekends, we have a horse and wagon that takes them back to the field where people really enjoy cutting their own tree. Probably 3/4 of all our business is people wanting to cut their own tree. And they'll bring in the kids and the grandkids and the grandmas and the grandpas, and whoever, you know, we don't care, you know. They stop in, they take the horse and wagon, or they'll drive back if they, you know, weather permitting, and then they'll cut their own tree. We bring it up here, we shake it out, get the dead needles and that type of thing out of them, do whatever they want to at that time. So, but we really try to work the family tradition of it, and that is what Christmas is a family tradition. We're open the day after Thanksgiving until December 23rd, 9 to 6 every day.
And you're located where?
We're right at the south edge of Orland, Indiana on State Road 327. Telephone number 829-6226.